Alright guys, Grizzly Adams here, getting ready for a battle report with our newest addition, BoxerSaint, who happens to be making a big cheaty write-down list on the paper. That's alright. So I'll go ahead and give you a rundown of my list, and then once he gets his cheating done, we'll get his list displayed. So I've got Reclusi art with 7 Deff Komp'ny, 3 power weapons, 1 power fist. I've got 3 squads of assault marines. One has 2 flamers, one has a flamer melta, one has 2 meltas. All the sergeants have infernus pistols and power fists. Got 2 bale predators, 2 furioso dreads with frag cannons and heavy flamers in drop pods. The Deff Komp'ny has a drop pod, and then a missile launch or a land speeder with a missile launcher on it. And that's my 2,000 points, and then those 2 drop pods have locator beacons. So, oh yeah, and 2 sanguinary priests. Excuse me. So, next we'll have BoxerSaint's almighty Tau list.
I'm running a commander with bodyguard, plasma rifle, missile pods, and positional relay. Targeting arrays on the bodyguards. Two crisis suits of 2 with twin link missile pods and flamers. These are empty bases.
Definitely important.
Yep. 2 groups of 6 fire warriors with plasma rifles. 2 groups of 10 Kroot. Then 2 units of 5 pathfinders, both with a devilfish with disruption pod. 2 broadside units of 3. Team leader has 2 shield drones and a black sun filter. All have advanced stabilization systems. And then I have a stealth suit team leader with a marker light and targeting array. They will have 2 marker drones. I have a piranha with a fusion blaster, disruption pod, and targeting array. Hammerhead with disruption pod and 2 burst cannons, and that does it.
All right, guys, we'll go ahead and do our deployment and everything showing up. We're playing the ATC mission, which is kill points, seize ground, 3 objectives, and capture and control. So we have our 3 seize ground, 1, 2, and 3. My capture and control is over here, and BoxerSaint's is way over there in the corner. I left everything off the board for my deployment, coming in, deep strike, outflanking, coming off the backboard edge, whatever. And so did BoxerSaint. And so let's have a rundown of what you did in your turn 1. Let's just kind of walked everything up. We've got 2 suits, broadsides, the pathfinders. The commander ended up tripping on something, taking a wound. We've got all the way down the board, just kind of moving up the gun line. So next will be my turn 1, and we'll see what the Blood Angels can do. Okay, Blood Angel turn 1. I dropped in both my Furioso frag cannon dreads. Was able to put wounds on the bodyguard and the commander, and was able to wipe out the squad of pathfinders. My land speeder had the bodyguard standing out in the open, rolled 2 hits, and then rolled 2 ones. So let's see what I'll have alive on top of turn 2. Okay, so obviously there's a whole lot less Blood Angels on the board. He's currently doing his assault moves. Basically, everything that was on the board for me exploded, except for my little land speeder that got stunned. So here's hoping a bunch of stuff comes in for turn 2. So I dropped in for, this is bottom of turn 2. I got 2 of my assault squads in, both with the sanguinary priests and a bale pred. I rolled the bale pred on, did nothing to the broadsides. You think the 3 melta shots did 1 wound standing out in the open to kill the bodyguard off, and then the double flamer squad did 1 wound to the pathfinders. So this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. So here's Tau turn 3. Tau top of 3. He pretty much put all of his fire into my squad that was standing there, killed him down to 2, and then charged him with the bodyguards and the commander and the stealth suits. Didn't do any wounds to me in combat, and I was able to wipe out the commander and his bodyguard. He got all of his reserve rolls in, and so he had Kroot come in over here and assault my Bale Pred, did nothing. Rolled big 1s on the Piranha, and then he charged the Kroot over here off this side of the board and immobilized and weapon destroyed, so it's sitting there with a heavy bolter. Anything else happen?
Nope.
Other than some shifting and moving, so hopefully I'll get some reserves on. We're down to Blood Angel turn 3. Blood Angels turn 3, I was able to get my Flesh Terror squad and one of my Bale Preds on, and the Deff Komp'ny drop pod is still in reserve. He came on and blew up the Piranha. I moved that one up to 6, turned and shot everything backwards into the Kroot, killed all but 1, and he's running off the board. My 2 guys finally took out the stealth suits in combat and moved consolidated backwards. I dropped in the Flesh Terror squad and killed all but 1 Kroot, and he stood with a good leadership check. And then I moved my Blood Angels that were there into assault with the broadsides, and it was just kind of a slap fest. Nothing really happened. So we're on to top of turn 4, Tau. Tau turn 4. He was able to knock out both my Bale Preds between the suits and the broadsides. He moved all of his fish up and was able to kill my sergeant out of the squad. He retreated back 13 inches. And then this combat finally resolved, and I was able to kill enough and run them off the board. So we're on to Blood Angel turn 4. Okay, so Space Marine turn 4. My Deff Komp'ny finally come in. I dropped him in the middle of the board. I jumped my one little guy. He regrouped, hit him back here. That squad moved up and shot and got the guy of the suit to run, and he ended up just running off the board. And then the Flesh Terror squad ended up killing that 1 lone Kroot. So here we are at top of turn 5. All right, BoxerSaint decided to go for hoping for a turn 6. He moved all of his devilfish up and unloaded all his guys and dumped everything he had into my Deff Komp'ny, killing 1. The Hammerhead immobilized itself, and he got a pop shot all the way from corner to corner and was able to wreck my poor little flyer. And that's about all that happened on turn 5. So we're going to the bottom of 5. Blood Angel turn 5. I jumped the Flesh Terrors out of cover, so they've got that 1 objective. I charged both Devilfish with the Deff Komp'ny and killed 1 of them. And then I jumped the other Blood Angel squad back there and got within 3 inches of the home base. So here goes the roll forward to see if it goes on. It does not. So that puts, I've got 1-0 on those. I have on the capture and control on the seas ground, I have 1. That one's empty. That one's empty. And then our kill points tied.
I think they're tied.
I think they're tied. We'll count them up and we'll check and make sure, and then we'll come back with some post game. All right, so I got 20 points, 10 for seas ground and 10 for capture and control, and the kill points actually came down. Space Marines killed 9 and the Tau killed 11, so 20-10. What do you think, BoxerSaint? How'd it go? What would you do different? What went well for you? Give us a game rundown.
I don't know. Could have used the Kroot better. Should have tried to protect them. Tau just aren't as survivable as what I thought they could be. A little bit of luck, I think, but
yeah.
With the turn 6, might have tied all around us.
Probably so. Yeah. As far as Blood Angels go, my reserve rolls were killing me. I mean, not getting Deff Komp'ny until turn 5 or turn 4 hurt. The Tau shooting was really good. That's one thing a lot of people don't think about. I mean, everybody says tower broken or tower, needing repairs and everything else, and I'm not saying they aren't, but they can still put out some serious firepower. And when you come trickling in, you'll end up with nothing left on the board. I kind of
split my fire base
yeah.
to kind of give you no good options to drop in.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was very hard to choose where I was going to drop because I had few models coming in, and at the same time, I couldn't kill everything. I mean, this army has very little long range shooting. So, but I mean, I don't know. I think Tau played as good as they could play it, and I mean they came down and contested toward the end, and I think it was a good game all the way around. So this is Grizzly Adams and BoxerSaint signing out. We'll see you next time.